What's up, Blazies? It's Casey Ariel, founder of Blaze Group and your host of Blaze Group Radio. I will be talking about the intersections of Black womanhood, entrepreneurship, news on the culture, and healing as we climb. I launched Blaze Group after spending a decade in corporate America structuring multi-billion-dollar loans for large tech firms, but never once working on a deal team with another Black woman. I left to take world-class knowledge to the streets. Blaze means building leaders and accepting zero excuses, and we go beyond the bare minimum. More than solutions, we create lifelines that help Black women become as limitless as they feel. Snuggle up to this episode. May it feel as safe and nourishing as Big Mama's house did. Good morning, Blazies. It is November the 7th, a Tuesday, and I hope you're feeling limitless today. I hope that you have wells in your life that do not run dry, whether they are books that you can't take your nose out of, whether it is your partner, whether it's your pops, whether it's your sisters, fellow founders, right? Bianca Blaze on the Blaze Group app, where you can hit her up at 3 a.m. and y'all talk about the things that are keeping you up at night, right? I hope that you have wells in your life that do not run dry. You deserve that. You deserve spaces like this where folk are just showing up to edify you, period, right? And there is no catch or gotcha on the other side. You deserve that. Top of mind this morning is a founder by the name of Kristen Dunning. She is the founder of Gently Soap. Gently Soap is a natural eczema relief brand. And she just struck a deal on Shark Tank recently. The episode aired on September the 29th. It's funny, her negotiations actually ran past the episode's, cut. But she did strike a deal post recording with Candace Nelson, who's the founder of Sprinkles Cupcakes. Sprinkles Cupcake. It's so funny how people laugh on Black Twitter about how we, add S's and things to the official names of things. But Dunning accepted a deal for $75,000 in exchange for 25% of her company, right? So the equity that she gave up was 25%, and she got $75,000, right? She did negotiate down successfully. The initial offer was for $75,000 in exchange for a 30% stake in her company, so about a third of her company, and she negotiated that down to a fourth of her company. She passed on an offer from another person on Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary. People call him Mr. Wonderful. His offer was for $75,000 to give her $75,000, but to take a 10% equity stake in her company, in addition to receiving a $1 royalty for every single soap that she sells, right? So he only wanted 10% of the company, right? But he wanted a $1 royalty for every single bar of soap that she sold, up until he received $500,000, and then he would take that royalty down to 20 cents per soap, right? I think it's really important to not only hear this win, but hear the terms that are associated with this deal, because it's very important for us as founders, right, to think early about, how much we are willing to give up, right? Like how valuable do we believe that our companies are? We can get help with that. We can get help from folks to figure out the valuation of our company. And when we're giving up equity, right, the amount of equity that we give up should be in line with what we believe our company is valued at. Right? And so if I did some quick math, right, one could deduce, right, that, $75,000 or 25%, multiply that by 4, right, and you have $300,000, right? So that would be like a $300,000 valuation, right? And founders should ask themselves, do I believe that my company is worth $300,000? Do I believe it is worth more, right? We should feel empowered to go into conversations like this and have an opinion, right? And defend that stance, right? And think of a myriad of ways that we can walk away with what we want, right? Giving up equity in your company is one way. It is one way of raising capital. You can also bootstrap revenue, right? Where you're getting money from your customers to fund your business. In those instances, you're not giving up equity. You're not paying anyone interest, right? You can crowdfund. There are ways you can crowdfund to pre-sell items before you make it, right? Take cash from your customers before you make it, and then, they get that item, right, when you release it, be it at a lower price than others for special editions. Some people do give royalties in these types of scenarios, whatever, right? Obviously, you can do bank debt, right? Bank debt. And there's more than just loans, right? There is factoring, where you give them your invoices, right? Maybe the invoice is due in 90 days or 30 days or 15 days, and they give you that money up front, but hold about 3%, right? Maybe that's their fee, 3%. So you get 97% of that invoice amount, whatever, right? But think now about, right, like how much you need, what you think your company is worth, and the type of capital you want to raise, right? Be it from customers, be it from angel investors, be it from, private equity folks who want equity in your company, be it a friends and family round where you just like, this is the vision, bet on me, right? So that you're empowered to walk away with what you want, like Denzel, that meme is going around with Denzel where he said, I'm leaving here with something. But you're capable, right? And a last word that I'll leave with you is to really think about not just starting the business, right? Many folks that happen to the Blaze community are new to entrepreneurship, and we definitely wrap our arms around you to help you to get your foundation, right, set. But we also want you to sustain. Only 3% of Black women-owned businesses are mature, right? Have reached a level of maturity where they have an executive team, right? They've grown and they're stable, etc. And I want you to think about sustainability now, because, a lot of folks are teaching things on the internet, right? A lot of folks are teaching you how to launch again and again and again and again, right? You just start these processes over and over and over, right? But is that sustainable for you? Think about what is sustainable and start thinking about, if it's not sustainable, who needs to be doing these practices instead? Or what needs to come off of the plate, right, and be replaced for things that run on autopilot, right? That run like a well-oiled machine, so that you actually last in this thing. Because starting the business is not hard. It's not. Of all the things that you go through, family not believing in you, folks not supporting you the way that you believe they should, that part is not even hard. What is hard is sustaining. When you look up 5 years from now, are you still going to be here? Right? And are the things that people are teaching you, right? Are they these quick schemes for quick growth that cannot sustain and you burnt out every single time you're doing the launch? Right? Or are they teaching you how to build a sustainable business, right, that runs on autopilot and helps you to add more customers, right, without breaking your framework? Right? Think about that. All right, so that the information you start absorbing is in line with where you're going. Sending love and light. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in to Blaze Group Radio. Remember, you have not yet met all of the people in your life who are going to love you, so keep going. Download the Blaze Group app for day-to-day support on your entrepreneurial journey. Until next time.